He killed himself by overeating in a Chinese restaurant?
Real?
How about that? Chop suicide.
Okay, now, chase your tail. I know it ain't going anywhere, but chase your tail. Oh, go on, chase your tail. Be a good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Watch out there. Don't let the tail get in your eyes. Oh, he caught it.
I watched Soupy Sales. He was my hero.
We'll have a hamburger. We'll have some potato salad.
My grandmother would buy me whatever the menu was. I was especially happy when he would make it chocolate milk the next day.
He's a nice dog, yeah. Don't kiss. Yeah, no smear.
No rehearsal with the cameras, nothing. And just go on the air live and do it.
I got an idea.
No.
Wait, listen. And when you go in, tell them Gus sent you.
Oh, Soupy was my favorite. Soupy was my idol.
Anybody who grew up watching Lunch with Soupy pretty much knows the story. He came to Detroit in 1953 after broadcast gigs in Cincinnati and Cleveland. He was turned down by every station in town until finally Channel 7 changed his name from Soupy Hines and gave him a show. He would eventually move on to L.A. and New York and throw pies in the faces of major stars, but it was here in Detroit that it all came together.
Well, Soupy, he wrote his own stuff. He never had any writers.
Ron David was a college student learning TV.
I used to go down to Broadway off of Woodward Avenue in Grand Circus Park to a magic store that sold pamphlets of the old Joe Miller joke books.
How much do I owe you for this?
That'll be 50 cents.
50
And
cents.
he would use these one-liners, which Joe Miller was famous for, and he would build entire skits around a punchline.
I gave you $1 and it was only 50 cents. You owe me half a buck.
I owe you a half a buck?
That's right.
Here you are, kid.
That is a half one, isn't it?
That's a half a one.
How's these horns?
Triumph.
Not only did the kids love it, their parents did too. And soon, instead of News at 11, there was Soupy's On, featuring jazz from local clubs and comedy skits.
I don't like people making fun of my not having hair.
Oh, don't feel badly, Bodie. You can have mine.
He was such a big hit. I would say that he single-handedly saved the ABC TV network. You look at the books from ABC, the network was losing money, and they were making tons of money here in Detroit. And a lot of that can be traced back to Soupy.
But Soupy wasn't a one-man band. Everybody got involved. None more than Clyde Adler, a stage manager with a comic flair that played every character on the show. In a reunion in the early 70s, he explained White Fang's evolution.
Well, you used to use White Fang.
Yeah.
When you were on the radio.
Yeah, I had on the radio. It was just a E.T.
An E.T. of the
sound
dog.
effect, yeah.
Well, one day we were doing a show, and whoever was running the E.T.s at the time, I can't remember who it was, they couldn't find the record.
Yeah, that's right.
Couldn't find the record. And you started talking to Fang.
Yeah.
So I threw it in.
Well,
I should have thrown it out.
Get back up there. Get back up there. Get back up there.
Once White Fang was talking, he needed a look.
A few days later, somebody said, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we had a puppet? My wife has an old coat at home that we can cut up, and we don't need the whole head or anything. We just need the arm. And don't tell Soupy anything about it. And we're going to spring it on him.
What's this trick, kids? This is this trick. Dead dog.
One Detroiter who was watching this all was taking notes and would later become Sergeant Sacto, and then Count Scary.
As a kid watching Soupy, he would walk up to the camera and say things. Well, I don't know, you know, and he'd look off to the camera and like talking to people at the crew. And I thought, this is so cool because he's involving everybody.
I can receive messages through the Scary Medallion.
And years later, when we did Count Scary, I would do that all the time, and I was constantly thinking that's how he did it.
In 1960, Soupy would move on and become known all over the country. He would pass in 2009. But here in Detroit, his words live on.
Through the teeth and over the gums. Look out, stomach, here it comes. Be true to your teeth, and they won't be false to you.
And I love you. Give me a kiss.